You ever feel stuck? Like you're just standing still while the whole world is just zipping right past you? Well, today, we're not just going to talk about that feeling. We're going to deconstruct a really powerful blueprint designed to get you moving again. Okay, let's dive right in.
Ugh, it's such a tough feeling, isn't it? You look around and it seems like everybody is in motion. Friends are landing new jobs, colleagues are getting promotions, people are learning these amazing new skills. And then there's you, and you just feel like you're stuck on pause. This is the exact feeling we are tackling head-on today.
So, first things first, let's just acknowledge that feeling of being stuck. And let's be super clear about something. It is an absolutely normal part of the journey for anyone trying to do something meaningful. In fact, you could say it's the starting point.
And this is where the whole game changes. It's a massive shift in perspective. See, being stuck is just temporary. It's a location. It's not your final destination. The real power isn't in your current situation. It's in the decision you make about what you're going to do next. This brings us to a huge idea. Success is a process. Yeah, we love to think of it as some kind of magical event, like a bolt of lightning from the sky. But the reality? It's way more practical and, honestly, a lot more empowering. It's like a machine that you build, piece by piece.
So let's just bust this myth right now. We see someone's highlight reel online and we think, wow, they got so lucky, or man, they're just born with that talent. But the reality is that success is a system. It's a combination of that consistent hard work, the grind, and smart work, the strategy. And here's the best part, right? A system can be learned, it can be tweaked, and it can be replicated by anyone. Yes, that means you.
Okay, so if success is a system, then what does that system actually look like? What's the instruction manual? Well, let's get into the nitty-gritty. A 7-step blueprint that's designed to build momentum and get you unstuck for good.
All right, here it is, the whole shebang. We're going to break each one of these down, but I think it's so helpful to see the entire path first. It's a clear, totally manageable sequence that just flows from that big, exciting idea, your goal, all the way down to the daily, non-negotiable habit of consistency.
Step 1, this is all about clarity. I want a better job is kind of fuzzy, but I want to become a junior data analyst at a tech company within 6 months? Now that's a target. See the difference? Being specific gives your brain a destination. It's like punching a real address into your GPS instead of just typing downtown.
And this brings us to the engine of the entire system, the daily plan. Look, motivation is great. It's the spark that gets you all fired up, but it's also a fleeting, totally unreliable emotion. A daily plan, on the other hand, is a system. It basically outsources your progress to habit, not to how you're feeling. It's all about taking small, consistent actions every single day, which builds real, lasting momentum, whether you feel like it or not. And that's a game changer.
So, you've got your goal. You've got your daily plan. Now what? Where do you focus all that energy? Well, step 3 is about zeroing in on high-value skills. These are the skills that are in super high demand. Things that work across different fields, like coding, or great communication, or being a solid problem solver. These aren't just skills for one job. These are assets that build a whole career.
And that flows perfectly into step 4, practice. But wait, not just any old practice. We're talking about something called deliberate practice. This is not mindlessly going through the motions. No, it's about finding a specific weakness, focusing like a laser on improving it, and constantly pushing yourself just a little bit past your comfort zone. That's where the real growth happens.
Hey, remember how we said success is hard work plus smart work? Well, this is the smart work part. Don't try to reinvent the wheel. Learn from people who've already done what you want to do. Use the incredible wealth of online courses and tutorials out there. Apply what you learn by building real stuff. And connect with people in your field. This is how you put your progress on the fast track.
Okay, let's be real. This next step might just be the hardest one in our modern world. Every notification, every endless scroll, every little distraction. It's like a tiny little tear in your focus. Step 6 is just a blunt reminder. Progress requires deep work. You have to be ruthless, absolutely ruthless, about protecting your time and your attention from all the noise that doesn't help you reach your goal. And finally, step 7. Think of this as the super glue that holds this entire system together. Consistency. Trust me, there will be days, maybe even weeks, where you feel like you're putting in all this work but seeing zero results. That's the test. Progress is almost never a straight line. The people who actually succeed are the ones who just keep showing up, especially on those slow days.
So, we've got the practical blueprint, the nuts and bolts. But you know, any blueprint is pretty useless without a strong foundation to build on, and that takes something deeper, an internal mindset. This part is about the emotional fuel you're going to need to actually make the plan work, and that's where the power of patience comes in.
You've got to bake these 3 truths into your brain. First, you will fail. It's going to happen. It's not a sign to quit, it's just feedback. It's data. Second, you have to be patient. Real, meaningful growth takes time. And through it all, you have to be your own biggest cheerleader. Believing that you can do this is the fuel that will get you through the toughest parts. It's not optional. It's non-negotiable.
So, we've deconstructed the whole blueprint, right? From the practical steps to the internal mindset. We've seen that getting unstuck isn't about some kind of magic. It's about a deliberate, repeatable process, which means your future really does start right now.
And it all comes down to this single, powerful idea. The past? It's done. The future? It isn't here yet. The only thing you actually have is the decision you make today. The blueprint is right here in front of you. So the only question left is, what's one small thing from this plan you can do today? Because your future isn't built tomorrow. It's built right now.